Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am the stepologist, Regina Platt, Dr. Regina Platt, and today we are getting started on our 7-day connections to the cost of freedom. And I just wanted to stop by and just introduce my why. Um, I'm looking at not only, we know that when we look at history and we look at present day and we connect the future, everything is aligning on purpose. Everything is aligning on purpose. So, what I say to you is when you look at what our ancestors went through, when we look at going back to 1885, and we're watching a journey happen, and we're watching a people who did not know. And we're watching a people that did not know how, right? Did not know what, did not know how, and did not know who. They did not know what. When I say they did not know what, they did not know what they were going to do. They had gained a freedom, a word that had stated that they were free, but actions had not been done. They did not know, when we talk about, they didn't know that they were free. Some of us don't know still today as we look at our education system, as we look at the what we are called to, right? Some of us are we are called to a vast paradigm of things, and what we're called to, it doesn't look like anyone else is calling. And because sometimes we're settling and being carbon copies of somebody else and letting others tell us, sometimes they lead us into isolation. They lead us in being hindered. They lead us, right? Um, and not bringing our best selves to the table. And so as we, and I was like, yesterday morning, I woke up and I kept hearing the cost of freedom. What are the cost of freedom? And so, what I began to do on yesterday is reach out to individuals and ask them if they wanted to speak on the cost of freedom. I'm talking about it wasn't that I had time to wait. Immediately, I had to make the decision. And so, when you tap in to watch these videos, I would love that going forward. So, as we start the interviewing process, they'll be popping up when you tap in that you share the videos once you are able to receive the videos. The reason is, hold on, let me see. Somebody's saying something in the chat. Good morning, Miss Ari Davis. You are gorgeous. You are a world changer, a leader, a motivator, and a beacon of truth for so many who are called forth. And so Ari was one of my individuals who I will be interviewing this week. And she will be speaking on the cost of freedom when it comes to activism and when it comes to being an advocate for those within the community. And we want things done, but we don't want to step forward to make sure that things are done where our children and where our communities are being able to gain access to that which they need. As well, I will have today, we will have Dr. Brown New, who will speak on the cost of freedom within education. It's very important that we stay innovative as we move forward. So, not that we teach our kids what we were taught by the school system that we were in, but we teach them at a standpoint that allows them to grow and soar and be successful, right, within the communities that they live in today, and not only the communities but generations to come. So I look forward to that conversation with her, and that will release at 7 p.m. tonight on the show. As well, I've pulled out some fathers and contacted to be able to talk to them about the cost of freedom within fatherhood. And I thought that was very valuable in a time frame where they're saying that fathers are not there. There are fathers who are in the homes. There are fathers who have connection to their children. And there are fathers who had to understand that as a father, as a freedom of when he met the ladies and he interacted with the ladies, it became he had a responsibility. Freedom comes with a responsibility. And so with a responsibility, that means he has actions that he's going to have to take. I need you all to understand too, is to be free means I'm going to have to act upon that freedom. And acting upon that freedom means my mind, body, and spirit, every part of me has to understand and who I am and what I have access to. And when you release a people, when we go back and we study in history and we look at people being released, there was this proclamation, this documentation that was put out, but the people that needed to know did not know. The people that needed to know did not know, right? Those that were trapped, those that were isolated, those that were being human trafficked within this nation did not know that there was a freedom for them. The other fact is, we talk about they obtained freedom. No, they were born free and they were snatched and they were put in isolation. They were snatched and they were put in limits and limitation. They were snatched, and their culture and their belief system and everything about them was taken away from them. They watched again as we looked in 2020. Y'all know how I am. You got to go back so that you can understand what's happening right here today and what'll happen forward. As you looked at 2020, we watched body after body drop, right? Now we're talking about we're free, but in the same sense of talking about we're free, you had a people who had already been isolated and entrapped, dying at high numbers from a disease that we knew was created through man's hands of experimenting with things. And so what I need you to know is that in that same sense, you had people who did not know that they had the opportunity to heal from this. They had an opportunity to be free from this. They had an opportunity to receive good health care services, that they had an opportunity to financially skyrocket and break through the seams of all that they had ever known. And so what are the costs of freedom? I want you to journey with us this week. These videos are going to be about 10 minutes. I'm not going to push over 10 minutes because the thing I need you to get is the nutrients. The thing I need you to get is the thing that is going to assist you in breaking the seams. And to do that, we're going to have to be true to this and have conversation, real conversation. I will have Dr. Marie Cosgrove will be on here, and she will talk about many of her things or experiences that she had to get free from to become a multi-million-dollar leader in the industry, in an area that she watched her mother struggle in. She steps up and wins in. Not only does she win at that, she shows a new way of mothering your children while you chase after. Actually, she didn't chase after it. She stepped to it and stepped through it of her professional career. And she's going to talk a little bit about that. She'll probably be my person on Saturday because she's always traveling and being interviewed across the world. But Marie Cosgrove will be on here as well. I'm still, I told you I'm tapping in. When this was given to me, my belief was that I had to be true with it and get it done. So please tap in. I thank you so much. See you tonight, 7 p.m. for our first The Cost of Freedom.